hear you explain it. Okay, everyone, I'm taking a breath.
Okay.
This is Lea. I have followed Lea for about 4 years on Clubhouse. I would see her face and I always was like, I wonder who she is. One day I'm going to meet Lea. And then I got the chance to meet Lea, and Leah's a volunteer. I'm volunteering, helping. Leah's like an amazing coordinator. So I'm not going to say anymore. I want Lea to introduce herself because this is live with Adrienne Barker Speaks. No prep needed. So I didn't do that much prep with Lea. So Lea, tell everyone what you do, who you are, share.
Definitely no prep today. Definitely no prep. Yeah. So my name is Lea Rosenberry, and I am in real life. I help businesses get their tech together and use that to increase profits and get more leads and things like that. In my still real life, but my passion project, my fun project is I'm on Chatter, and I help people learn how to use the platform and stuff like that. So that is me.
Chatter? What is Chatter?
Perfect question. So Chatter is a social audio, and we're going to throw the visual app in there too. And so think of it like there's Zoom meetings running all the time with different topics, and you can just hop in and meet people and talk about things and stuff like that. So you can meet people from all over the world. You never have to be lonely. I was thinking about it yesterday think about people in like people that are home alone, or people that are recovering from an injury or something like that, or maybe people like even in a nursing home, even though sometimes we think they don't use tech or whatever. Just being able to have that outside connection when you can't go outside. Clubhouse was the predecessor. Clubhouse sort of rose to fame during the pandemic, but I think the whole visual thing that is with Chatter and kind of all the extra possibilities they're adding is going to kind of extend that and do some cool things. So that is Chatter.
It really is live conversations. Like it's so amazing. I love that you said like people that are home. There are times when my eyes are tired and I don't want to watch any more TV. I don't want to hear any more podcasts. I want to like hear real live conversations, debates. So what do you love the best?
What do I love the best? I love that we can be sitting in a room and talking to people from all over the world. And I mean, it sounds crazy and it sounds, corny and whatever, but that's exactly the way it is. I never would have met you if it hadn't been for social audio. And, we're in there, talking tech or whatever we're doing, if it's that kind of room. And Nouzle is in Kuwait, and, Nula is in somewhere in England, and I'm here in the States, and the founder is from Nigeria. It's just everybody is from everywhere, and yet we all talk and we have all these things in common, and it's just amazing.
I love it. Actually, I'm gonna like stand up for a second. Good thing I'm wearing pants. I love supporting too. This is Becca's book.
Oh, Becca yes, is exactly.
Amazing. It fills that need, Lea. Like you're like me. We just want to support. How can we help? How can we help? And to me, I love my candles from Nolan's Nest, Kate. And then you start to get to know it's like walking into a living room. I feel like sometimes like when we're all in a room together, just having chit chat, it's amazing.
Yes. Most recently we've started at 7:30 in the morning. I mean, and this is just an aside, but like a group of us are like, oh, I go walking. Well, I should start walking. So at 7:30 in the morning, we open up a room and people are walking. Like I'm walking on my treadmill in my office, and, Kelly is walking in Ottawa, Canada, and Rocky is walking in Williamsburg, and people just come in and out. And it's just, I don't know. It's just another way to communicate and, not feel alone sometimes when the world can get crazy and things like that. I have plenty of things to do outside of Chatter, but it just, I don't know. It's like the background of my life now instead of TV or some kind of streaming service or whatever. It's just real people, and I don't know. It's amazing. I love it.
It really is. I was just with talking to M. Curtis McCoy, who has the Newswire magazine. We were talking about like print magazines and how much we would go to the doctor's office. You always, I love a good print magazine. They're still around, but they're not as much. But like I feel like social media, you're dead. You're dead to me. No, but like it's you can't compare. So when I talk to social media marketing agencies and people that are social media experts, and I'm like, oh, if you're an expert, you should be on Chatter, right? I mean, whatever you have to sell, whatever that item is or course is, whatever that looks like. Podcasts are now live where people can come up. I wanted to do the podcast live, but I need to figure out the Chatter studio. And isn't that, I might as well take a minute. Everyone just listen. You may need this if you're smart and you get on Chatter. This will be actually something you want to know. So, Lea, is the Chatter studio like you open a room and then you copy that little bit of the room description? Is it still like that? Because I was trying to look it up so nothing's changed that way.
Yep.
Just improvements.
Not really. The only thing that's changed is you go to a different link. Everything else is the same.
Okay. And the link is in the Telegram group?
You got it. Yep.
Oh, it's amazing. You guys, it's not just like Chatter. Then you have all the connections outside. Dora Marie has a Toastmasters group Tuesdays at 12, which is unbelievable. I mean, and Gilletta has one too. So both together. There's how many people are already on the app?
On the app, so signed up and have an account, I believe there's 34,000. But you need an invite to get in, and I believe 16,000 people have an invite and are in the app now. But we have some things coming up as soon as the algorithm is fully in place and kind of tweaked the way they want it. Anybody who has an account is going to get green lighted, and they'll be right in. And so it's gonna grow here shortly. So very exciting. Just crazy.
Like you are so professional. I love watching you and how you work. And Leah's so smart. So when the town hall is going on and Nelson is sharing his information, Lea is taking on herself to take these notes and then to share these notes so that we know what's going on, because it's hard to always be on. And I was looking at Nelson the other day, like a proud mama. And I mean, I think he just knows my name and that I support him. But I was like, gosh, after 4 years of listening to him on the Million Marathon and he could be he's just, right? Like you just can't even see anything. It's just so,
absolutely.
And there's rooms for everyone. I mean, believe me, I like all the rooms. So my algorithm, I put this on I tweeted this at like, there's no way I'm picking because I want it all. I want to see it all. And then I'll make my decision. I don't want to miss something because I want to support. And it's just, you guys get on Chatter because it really is something else. And look at Lea and I know each other from it. So that makes it all the best. So Lea, what else? Like, so you were a teacher, I think.
Yeah. So my whole life is sort of teaching. I've always been a teacher. I teach university level math my whole life. Even now I do just a couple classes just to keep up with it. Then I switched over to teaching IT, like teaching people how to use the software that they used at the school. And I kind of always did that sort of informally. Like if we would get something, I would be the one teaching everybody else how to use it. So I switched over. So I was an IT trainer. And then now it's funny because at Chatter, that's exactly what I did. I'm teaching people how to use the app and things like that. And we have a whole group of us, you included, that we, host these rooms and kind of teach people the new features and stuff like that. For the most part, the app is super intuitive. It's not like it's not like you have to learn how to use an app. It's not a big, technology lift or whatever, but there's just so much available. And little tips and tricks and, different things like that, it just helps. And it's just a great, like we've been saying, it sounds like we're saying it over and over again, just a great way, to meet people, and just make friends that you would ordinarily probably not make. So it's just amazing. I love it.
And going down the rabbit hole. So I try to go down rabbit holes. Nuala, whoa, 35 years, investigative journalist, her books.
Crazy.
Hi, I haven't seen Hi in a while. New York Times bestseller and writer. He was doing rooms and like masterclass rooms at no charge. Amazing.
It is. You have access to all these experts who are offering their time and, yes, they have paid programs and all the things, but like you can get in rooms and ask questions to these people, Grant Cardone and Cindy Stumpo and, just different things. To be able to have access like that it's like no other. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. You feel like
It's
you get to know them.
Cindy's really good looking too. I have to say, she's got a lot of knowledge. I love her. She's like everything that I'm not. Like she's like tough as nails, which I think is the name of her show.
It
She
is.
is incredible. So actually, I'm so by later today or tonight or tomorrow morning, I will have a article that I'm writing that was kind of spurred from chatter, and it is regarding it. I think it's really important though, if you're a thought leader, that you want to be careful of what you put out there political wise,
Oh
and
yeah.
saying things that maybe someone could actually Google and find out like, wait, that's not actually right. I'm not saying who or what, but I'm like, that really, I just want to let people know you have to be very careful. You're not like, you think, oh, I'm building my brand, or I don't care, I'm just this party and this is so important. But we could see in real life how it could really cause a problem, right? Like the furiation that people have in this like passion, and then they get so angry, and then they say things that they shouldn't say. Do you agree?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, the reason that I loved, and this is back when they were still on Clubhouse. We were talking about, Nelson when he was just starting out. The reason I love Nelson so much is because even back at the beginning during COVID, his was a room. It was fun, but forget that. His was a room where both sides could express their opinion. One side would give an opinion, another side would give an opinion, and back and forth. And you could comment. And even though there was some lighthearted fun and sort of, kind of maybe teasing one side or the other, everybody got to speak and they tried to make sure that nobody spoke over each other. And I love that. That is my thing. I learned so much. And then during the election, after COVID sort of died down or whatever, I learned so much about like what people that were like kind of not on my side thought. And that was valuable to me. I love that. And I think that's missing in a lot of what we do. The other thing, saying your stuff out loud instead of just behind a keyboard, like it just puts a person to it. And I don't know. I just, you meet people, the people you meet on social audio and spend time with like that. I sometimes feel you get to know better than you do some of the people in your life, because you kind of like, first of all, you spend so much time, but the way that people express themselves, they don't do that sometimes in real life. I don't know. It's just
It's true. I have shared so much that like, whether the story is that my mother and father rented to Ray Bozzino, like Eminem's, and what do they call it? Enemy, like that, like the different things, and personal, even way more personal than that. But it's a feeling of friendship. So there's like, when you go on to rooms that you've never been on because you want to meet someone else, but there's a comfort in going to a room that's filled with women that we know. And Million Marathon, it is a show. So we
yeah.
have to remember that. So a lot of people get really upset, and that's what's making the show. And Nelson is so perfect. He knows exactly how to get people riled up in such a way, but then he will laugh. So seeing him live in his face, it's a beautiful thing.
I
So
love
I
it
love
too.
your time, Lea. Thank you so much. I want to get everything so we could do this again on Chatter. I think that there's so many great things going on that we could talk about. Oh, I do have a room tonight at 5 p.m. Heather's going to help me. Heather, the sex coach, who I've shared a lot. She's already coached me and my husband. So amazing. So we are talking about, what happens on a podcast when the topic derails and it may go
Oh,
to, emotions. So we're having that discussion. And then tomorrow at 10, I'm running my room on the LinkedIn service. So I'm excited about that. So Lea, thank you so much for being a
oh,
friend. I don't even know if I was signed up for Chatter 101. I've been dealing with kidney stones. So it's just been,
oh.
I haven't been feeling great, but my son's getting married. So I want to just get past that next Thursday. And then when I come back, I will reach out. So I won't get beyond during, unless I could get on and I could show people Mexico or the wedding.
Ooh. Well,
He's
that
my good
you
kid.
should definitely do that. Like anytime you, that's, how about that? That's the other thing too. Like anytime you're in a nice place, you could just pop open a room, open up your camera, show people the sights and things. Absolutely. Well,
But guys, it's not like
congratulations on
Facebook Live.
that.
I'm so excited. But let's just say it's not like Facebook Live where you're just live. This
No.
is where people can ask questions like, wait, can you go to the right? What is that? So nothing like just a live. Yeah, he's my baby. He's
Aw.
29. He asked for the hand in marriage. And he's just a beautiful young man. So I can't wait to spend time with him.
Well,
Leah, thank you so much.
congratulations.
I'll see you a
You're
little later
welcome.
today.
Okay, sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Perfect. Thank you, Leah.